us now, live now to Tel Aviv, and I'm joined by human rights lawyer and senior fellow at the Misgav Institute for National Security, Arsen Ostrovsky. Arsen, thank you very much for joining me on the show. I want to get your commentary on these Hezbollah weapons found so close to UN outposts. What were the United Nations officials actually doing?
Look, the UN officials were simply doing nothing. But, we need to put this in context as well. Just before coming on air, Hezbollah terrorists firing from southern Lebanon right under the noses of the UNIFIL soldiers rained down rockets on central Israel. Before that, earlier this morning, they also rained rockets down on northern Israel, including Haifa. Today, some almost 2 million or so Israelis have been in bomb shelters and in the line of fire from Hezbollah rockets. That's about 1/5 of the population, 1/5 of Australia's population. To put this in context, is about 5 and a bit million people. That is the entire population of Sydney. Now, we have to understand that Hezbollah is not like the Salvation Army. Hezbollah is a genocidal terrorist organization sworn to Israel's destruction that acts at the behest of the Iranian regime. They've fired over 10,000 rockets, missiles, suicide drones. Almost 60 people have been either murdered or killed, and 100,000 have been displaced from their homes. Australia certainly wouldn't put up with this, and quite frankly, nor can Israel or any other sovereign nation.
Now, you know our political situation very well here in Australia because you used to live in Australia. Well, Foreign Minister Penny Wong has claimed that Israel has targeted. So she's saying Israel is deliberately targeting UN personnel. That's not what's happening at all, is it?
No, not at all. Quite frankly, that's an outrageous lie and a gross distortion of truth. Israel is targeting solely Hezbollah targets, but Hezbollah, just like Hamas, is committing a double war crime. They're embedding themselves in civilian areas, including homes, schools, hospitals, mosques, whilst using their own people cynically as human shields, whilst indiscriminately firing at Israel. No country could possibly tolerate this, nor can Israel. So for Ms. Wong to say that Israel is intentionally targeting anyone but terrorist targets is, quite frankly, outrageous and a lie. Israel has gone and continues to go, as it has in Gaza, just as it is now in Lebanon, to lengths not seen in the history of modern warfare, to abide by principles of international law and to avoid any harm to civilians.
Arsen, further evidence overnight that Tehran was in part behind the October 7 attacks. The IDF discovering documents which suggest that Iran began funding the Hamas October 7 attack as early as 2021. This shows that ultimately the international community, whether they like it or not, is going to have to deal with the nuclear weapons program that Iran is developing.
Look, absolutely. Iran is not some kind of passive actor here. Iran is the one that is calling the shots. Iran is supporting these proxy terrorist groups, including Hezbollah and Hamas. Both of them, by the way, we need to also recognize that designated terror groups in Australia. But not only that, not only are they supplying them with weapons, with training, with funds, with instructions, but they also directly attacking Israel. They did so in April this year by firing over 300 missiles and rockets. And of course, just the other week when they rained down over 180 ballistic missiles, sending the entire country into bomb shelters. So certainly, this is, you have to look at this like an octopus, and it is Iran at the head of the octopus.
Yeah, indeed. All right, and yet everyone just wants to put their head in the sands. They want a ceasefire. They want to let Iran continue to develop the nuclear programs. I mean, the Americans are worried more about the US election than they are about actually dealing with this threat, which is a threat to all of us around the world, including in Australia, if, God forbid, Iran would develop a nuclear bomb. All right, Arsen Ostrovsky, great to have you on the show again. Thank you.